Today we offer to watch the top new Turkish series that will not leave you indifferent. Stone of Desires. Cast: Salih Bademsay, Hazal Sabashi, Ozan Dalyane, Özge Özberk. The series promises viewers an exciting journey through fate, love and tragedy. The contemporary world of cinema offers unique opportunities to explore and to plunge into different worlds, to experience the fate of the characters and to experience joys and sorrows with them. The series begins with the wishing stone in Hagia Sophia. Ron's family is a rich and influential family. Ozan Dalyane will play Kenan. The main character is a girl named Cemre. Due to a tragic set of circumstances, she loses her parents and is taken care of by relatives. Adults, Cemre experiences many difficulties and quickly realizes that only she can to organize her life and cope with the shocks caused by the past. As if there is no tomorrow. The series begins with a seemingly innocuous interview with the political journalist Hakan, who has come to interview the actress Manolya. He is completely unhappy with this task and does not take actresses of this genre seriously at all, but Hakan had no choice in the matter, and so, with a sinking heart, he went to fulfill his professional duty. The actress Manolya is also not eager to talk to a journalist, as she knows from bitter experience that they almost always manage to ask tricky questions that put you in an awkward position. The interview took place in the evening in a deserted room. It was then that some kind of incomprehensible game between Manolya and Hakan seemed to begin. At first glance, simple questions began to sound mysterious, and suddenly both found themselves at the mercy of incomprehensible and contradictory feelings. TV series Splinter, starring Kaan Yildirim, Bayram Damla Yilmaz, Sarp Akaya, Engin Alkan, Merve Kajaran. The series detached reveals the global problem of modern society, where despite development and progress, there is still a division of people into the poor. This is a thrilling drama with elements of action, telling viewers the story of a modern-day Robin Hood. In today's world, many argue that true heroes have disappeared, that there are no such men who can protect the elderly and the weak. There's no shoulder to lean on. But Farhan does not agree with these words. He feels an inner pain because of the social inequality that surrounds him. Finally, having reached the limits of his patience, Farhan decides to take the cause of justice into his own hands. This is how Tarlabashi gets its own version of Robin Hood, a defender of the underprivileged and the poor. But an unexpected misfortune throws Farhan off his game. When he received the news of the death of a loved one, he realized that he would not be able to fight and take revenge in his own form. He decided to become Orhan and continue the fight. Now Orhan had to enter into a confrontation with a man whose daughter he madly loved. Kubra, starring Kagate Ulusoy, Aslihan Malbora, Asan Eroglu, Gökhan Sahinoglu, a young and diligent worker in a production workshop, is the protagonist of the series. His tireless work and dedication have always helped him to achieve his goals, for which he has won the respect and recognition of his boss. In his free time, Gökhan prefers to socialize on social networks or spend time with his beloved. The life of the guy flows in a measured way and without any surprises. He actively uses dating sites, not anticipating any changes in his everyday existence. However, everything changes when he receives a mysterious message from an unknown sender with a strange nickname. The content of the message makes Gökhan shudder. The addressee claims that he is another Gökhan. At first, the guy doesn't pay much attention to these strange messages, but they keep oming, and each new message catches his attention more and more. The unknown person knows almost everything about Gökhan, even the secrets that he hasn't shared even with his loved ones. Now Gökhan is haunted by questions about who this mystery man is, how he knows so much personal information. From this moment, Gökhan's life will never be the same again. Windy Mountain. The story of Zeynep and Halil, who live far from the way their parents want them to. According to the script, Zeynep is a well-behaved girl from one of the richest families in the city. She is intelligent and beautiful. Halil is an orphan. He lost his mother and father when he was a child. He currently lives with his aunt, who lives in hatred of the family that made Khalil lose his parents. Moreover, she dreams of taking revenge on them. Despite the estates and such different fates, Zeynep and Halil become close. Moreover, they do everything wrong that their families want them to do. One day, because of their unwillingness to live by the rules set by their families, Zeynep and Halil will find themselves in a very complicated and confusing situation. Did you find this series interesting? Please write in the comments. TV series Ashes. What to do if the man you are waiting for is not from this world? A married and wealthy woman begins reading an unpublished novel, but a dizzying fantasy turns into a dangerous forbidden love and ruin her life. Is not available on Netflix until February 9th. And now my dear viewers, bonus for connoisseurs of Turkish TV series, guess the name of the series. The series tells the story of Cennet, who earlier tied herself to the strong ties of marriage to the man she thought was her destiny. She was sure that the man in her future would make her happy, but she was wrong. Her husband turned out to be a tyrant who had no tolerance for disobedience. He turned the life of his wife into a nightmare, imprisoning her in a golden cage. He behaved casually in public and in front of relatives, making them believe in the family idol reigning in his house. Cennet had been waiting for months for the right moment to escape. She had completely stopped smiling, forgotten joy, stopped feeling pain. The loving mother tried to do everything she could for their safety and well-being. After another quarrel with her husband, Cennet finds herself in the hospital. The girl's abuse becomes known to the doctor, who gives her the number of a successful lawyer. Starring Alp Navras, Dilara Akswek. Don't Be Afraid, I'm With You is a touching story of a young woman named Eileen. Her story is full of drama, love, betrayal. A girl in her school years, at a very young age, she first experienced the joy of love. Naive and inexperienced, she threw herself into the arms of her lover without thinking about anything. Love was followed by anxious days when Eileen found out she was pregnant. But despite the prejudices and gossip of others, the girl decided to give birth to a child. That's how little and beautiful Ingi was born. Ingi is now a grown-up girl herself. In youth, it is common to make mistakes and not to listen to the opinions of adults. Eileen is going through a difficult time when she learns about her daughter's problems, and finding a common language with her daughter becomes a difficult task every day. However, a man will soon appear in the lives of each of them,